Buying home insurance and auto insurance is becoming impossible. We've talked about this multiple times, and I've told you guys that this was going to happen. That when I did videos on Florida, or when I did videos on Texas, or when I did videos in California telling you that this insurance problem with cars and homes is going to spread nationwide. And a lot of you, put in my comment section,
Orlando, this is only gonna happen in California, or this is only gonna happen in Florida. No way in my state.
Now we're here. My name is Orlando. Welcome to my channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Make sure you check out in the description and in a pinned comment, I have a newsletter that will give you tremendous value, and it's free. You can't be free. Tell me where you can be free at. You can't. Go ahead and click that link. But guys, let's jump into it. I told you guys that this was gonna happen. And I'm not the guy who says I told you so. But listen, if you've watched my videos previously, you knew that I would say it. The reason why I'm doing a video on this particular state or this particular location is to give you an insight of how these insurance companies will work. You think that just because they're doing it in a local area of Florida or a small area in Texas, that it would never, ever hit you. And I told you guys, that's not the case. If they're starting to do this in certain states or certain areas, you better bet your bottom dollar that insurance companies will start raising prices nationwide. And it's becoming a real problem, not a small problem, a real problem that people can't even afford insurance. Let's make this right. Something that most states require, you cannot even afford.
It stinks.
Buying home and auto insurance is becoming impossible. Yes, it is. After all states suffered billions of dollars in losses and failed to get the rate increases they wanted, it resorted to the nuclear option. The insurance giant threatened last fall to stop renewing auto insurance for customers in 3 states that hadn't given in to its demands, which would have left policyholders scrambling for coverage. The states blinked. Now, when they say the states blinked, what do you think that they mean? Do you think that the states had your back? Do you think that the states decided, you know what? We're gonna create our own insurance. Do you think that the states said,
You need us more than we need you.
No. The states don't have your back, guys. I know there's a lot of people out here that love their state. Oh man, Florida is the best state. Texas. Texas, you better get out of Texas. Like, I get it. Hey, I understand you love your state, but the states do not have your back, guys.
This is certainly no laughing matter.
Let me say it for the people in the back. Again, who comes first, the state or the people in the state? Well, of course, the state. So this is the reason why I always say you have to do what's best for you and your family. You have to be selfish, guys.
Worry a little more about what you give me.
I'm sorry. You cannot put these entities above you, above your family. You cannot do that. If you do that, you're going to be in the poorhouse.
I guarantee you one day I'll be living in a double-wide trailer with shag carpet.
I'm sorry. I know. Somebody is yelling in the back. I can't believe that. You have to put you and your family first. So that means that if the state is against you when it comes to auto insurance, and they're going to work with these giant corporations and give in to rate increases, you need to go find somewhere else. You need to find an insurance company that will work with you to give you the best rates. Yes, that will give you the best rates. It's that simple. I know that's a mind-blowing concept. Do what's best for you and your family. But let's continue on. In December, New Jersey approved an auto rate increase for all states, averaging 17%. New York, a 15% hike. Regulators in California are allowing all states to boost auto rates, guys, by 30%, but still haven't decided on its request for a 40% increase in home insurance rates after the insurer refused to write new policies. Let's look this through again, guys, because I don't want to skip over this. This is major important. After the states have decided to burn you guys, they're now working with the insurance companies to raise rates by 17, 15, 30, 40. These aren't small numbers. This isn't a 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 5% increase. These are double-digit numbers, payday loan interest rates. Let's make sure that we're correct on this. These are credit card rate increases, 30, 40%? In some instances, we have seen rates go up 200, 300, 400%. And I'm not joking. I've done videos on that to show you the proof that that is the case. This isn't fantasy. This is reality. Let me give you an example. I had the same thing happen to me. My house insurance, my home insurance went up double, triple. It did. No joke. It did. What do you think I did? No way am I going to pay that. I'm searching everywhere to get home insurance. And I did. And I knocked my price down because these guys will continue. They hope. They hope, guys. Listen to me. They're hoping that you're going to be lazy. And they're hoping that you won't go look for another car insurance company or another home insurance company. That you won't go shop around and see who is the best price and carrier for you. That's what they're hoping. They're hoping that your loyalty is blind.
Who does that?
We are farmers.
Did I say that right? They hope that your loyalty is blind. They want you to cover your eyes, cover your ears, cover your mouth, and just say, I'm with you.
Awkward. So awkward.
But would they do that for you and your family? When you call them on the 1-800 number and you put in a claim, they fight you tooth and nail. They can't even replace your roof when a leak comes through or hailstorms come through. When you go and get your car fixed and you say, I got hit by this, they're pointing the finger at you saying, maybe you caused a car accident. Maybe you should be responsible for this. And you're thinking to yourself, how much money in premiums have I paid you guys over the last 20 years?
I hate it. I'm out.
For many Americans, getting insurance for both their car and their home has gone from routine to generally manageable expenses to a do-or-die ordeal that can strain household budgets. A loss-mounting inflation only made matters worse, boosting the cost of repairs and replacing cars or homes. So the insurance companies are telling you guys, well, the reason why things have gone up so much is because inflation. You know, it costs more to fix your home. It costs more to fix your car. So we're going to have to charge you more. 40, 50% more? Remember, guys, when I told you guys that, look, if you look at the charts, they're talking about inflation as at 3%. So why charge me 50% more? Does that make sense? Make the math make sense to me. Make the math make sense. You're telling me inflation is only up 3%, but yet, you're raising up my premium by 50%, 100%. 200%. How does that make sense? It sounds like you're getting over on me. And they are, guys. And I tried to let you guys know that just because it's happening in a small area does not mean this would not have spread. And you see that it has spread. The insurance cartel is going to the states and giving them ultimatums. We're going to give you an offer that you can't refuse. Either you do it or something bad is going to happen. I mean, it's the Goodfellas, right? That's what this is. This is exactly what it is. You keep playing around with us and maybe you won't walk again.
It means you belong to a family and a crew. It means that nobody can f around with you.
Mafia.
But hey guys, let's hear from a top insurance exec and see what he says. I've never seen the overall market this bad. Really? Barry, a 52-year-old veteran of the industry who retired in 2023 as the head of Florida's Citizen Property Insurance, the state created insurers of last resort that sells plans to people who can't get coverage elsewhere. Let's be honest, guys. The coverage elsewhere makes it sound like you're bad financially, you have bad credit. Like there's something in there that you caused that made insurance companies not want to touch you.
You know what? I can't do it.
But in this case, that's not the case. It's an internal situation where insurance companies are like,
Well, I mean, look at the location that he's in. He's, he's close to water in Florida.
and you're like, everybody's close to water in Florida. What are you talking about? You know, that's what insurance companies are saying to the people in Florida.
Let me be real with you, homeowner. Your property is pretty close to the ocean. And you know, the way that Mother Nature is set up, she could flood the area.
So then the question would be, well, why are you in Florida to begin with? Why are you in Florida to begin with? And so that's the reason why this state insurer last resort is in there, because people can't find insurance in Florida. They can't find it in Illinois. They can't find it in Missouri. It's super hard to find insurance now that isn't Skyrocket through the roof. So you have Citizens Insurance, which is insolvent, which makes no sense, meaning that if a certain amount of people have some type of disaster go on, they could not pay the claims.
Give me my fucking money back.
Last summer, Marta Cross, an actress, bought a home with her musician husband in Northeast Los Angeles. Their new home in San Rafael Hills, called Mount Washington, has lots of trees, but no recent history of wildfires, she said. No fire zone warning signs. Nevertheless, their house purchase almost fell through when she was unable to get insurance from any private sector company because of wildfire risk. It was really hairy, she said. The seller agent was in touch every day saying, what's happening with the insurance? Well, of course he's gonna reach out to you. You want that commission. I mean, maybe I'm fair there. But the point is what I'm trying to make. Even this lady right here is saying that there's no risk. There's nothing in the history that said this is a risk for wildfires. But yet insurance companies are saying, well, it's got trees around it. It must gonna catch on fire. Come on, man. I mean, does that make any sense? Hey, well, sir, you have a tree in your backyard. It's gonna get hot and burn up. Like, it's gonna catch on fire, and then the house is gonna catch on fire, and, you know, insurance company might say, well, you're on planet Earth, right? There's gonna be an earthquake. So we don't wanna insure you.
Man, there you go with that bullshit.
That's what insurance companies are doing. They are now making phantom examples. You could be in the middle of the Midwest of Illinois, and it's gonna flood. It's gonna flood because we don't know how much rain you're gonna get this year. It could be that you're gonna get so much rain that your house is gonna flood. They don't need any data. They don't need any reason to make up stories to now charge you more. And that's what's happening. And that's what I tried to forewarn you guys about, to get ready for this. And then it says the combined premiums total more than $4,000 a year. And that's around $1,500 more than she had qualified for a regular home insurance policy. You see what I'm talking about when I say it went up by hundreds of percent? She went from $1,500 to $4,000. Will that break someone's budget? I think it will. Salmon Edwards drives a 2012 Mazda 5, a 2012, guys, in his hometown, Las Vegas. The monthly premium on his Geico insurance, he said, shot up 72% in less than a year, from $130 in April to now $223. It's been no accidents, no tickets, been with Geico for many years. Once again, guys, these companies aren't loyal. These companies will charge you, rake you over the coals, won't even think about it, blink an eye. They won't care. Every year they will raise the prices up on you. And this is the reason why I always say, do what's best for you and your family. The point of these videos is to show you that this is spreading, to show you that home insurance, auto insurance is not gonna get any better, guys. When have you ever known prices to go down? When have you ever known that? Once you break through a certain price point, all of a sudden, it will never go back down. So you should be prepared for that. It will never go down. So what does that mean for you? That means research, research, research. Make sure that you're out here looking to other companies and not being a loyalist to a company that's not being loyal to you. Do you think that if the company's being loyal, if they raised up your price by 200%, just sent you a letter in the mail saying, hey, you've been with us for 20 years, 15 years, we're gonna raise the prices on you. No reason, just raising the prices on you. So what do you need to do? You need to go look elsewhere. Don't be loyal. I know people think that being loyal to these companies will make a difference. It doesn't. I'm here to tell you, it doesn't. They don't care when you leave. They don't care when you come. Do what's best for you and your family, guys. As always, I hope you got value out of this content, but we all know you won't get all of your information from this one video. Make sure you check out this video here. It will give you more information on the housing market, financial news, and get it to your first rental property. And I promise you, the information you get from it, it will be gold. Make sure you watch that video. See you in the next one. Thanks.